My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is January 20th, 2026. It is 2 a.m. I was just looking at this video. It's been up for like 10 hours and I was like, nobody's watching it. And then I just realized also YouTube flagged it. And I was looking at what was the problem. So they decided not to monetize it. So the problem that they have here, I'm telling you, they're trying to demonetize PYTE. I don't know what they have with PYTE. So not this one. Whenever you see that green thing here, it's fine. I think it's this one. So from 26:59 to 28, let me go look at it privately so I don't waste time while I'm recording. Let me pause. So pretty much it's from where, let me see.
The public adore Diana.
Okay, so that's from this. I'm just gonna cut it. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it. I'm just gonna cut anything about Princess Diana. They don't want to hear it. They don't want it to be known. I put screenshot. They do not. I'm just gonna cut it. I don't have time to deal with it because tomorrow they're gonna what is it, pay the channel $30 something. All right, if it's even gonna go through. So I'm just gonna cut it. Okay, save from this spot to this spot. Unbelievable. And I did put screenshot. They didn't even accept that. I'm telling you, they really do not want anything about Princess Diana. All right, so it should, let me pause for a second again. So it's something I need to look at later. So this is where this video is gonna be. We're gonna focus mostly on Harry's lawsuit. I don't see too many tweets about it. It's mostly Omid. Maybe I should, let me pause one more time before let me make sure I got everything. Let me type Harry. Let me pause this. Yeah, let me pause. All right, so I find couple tweets. I added to it. James O'Brien, it's further down the list, and I have a lot on the list. So we're gonna start with this. And I think Omid sort of explained it a little bit more. I also have Omid tweets. Okay, breaking. Prince Harry arrives at the Royal Court of Justice in London. The Duke of Sussex is taking on the publisher of the Daily Mail over alleged unlawful information gathering dating back 30 years. Okay, a minute and 38 second screenshot. And I just showed you, they're already blocking videos from my, not really block it, they let it be, but tomorrow they're gonna review the channel before they send me a paycheck. And the paycheck is not that much. But Princess Diana thing, they don't want it to be discovered. You know what I could do? The channel that I have that's not monetized, if I want to, I could put it over there. Oh my God. But anyway, let's focus on this. I might have several parts to today's recording because I have a lot on the list. So let's listen to this. Sky News screenshot.
Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, arriving at the High Court in central London as part of the case against the Daily Mail publisher. Associated Newspapers Limited publishes the Mail on Sunday, the Mail Online and the Daily Mail. He, alongside other names including Sir Elton John, David Furnish and other celebrity names and claimants. In this case, the third and final case...
How are you feeling confident?
Good luck, sir. go.
A different angle.
So there we see Prince Harry walking into the court buildings, the Royal Courts of Justice. Like I say, other names include Baroness Doreen Lawrence as well. Let's just take another look at these images as they've just come in. That was live. This is a replay of those moments just a couple of moments ago. And obviously Harry's storied past with the newspapers and the press here in the United Kingdom. 2 previous court cases, one settled out of court, one against the Mirror Group publishers found in Harry's favour. This one is against Associated Newspapers Limited, the publishers behind the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday and the Mail Online, bringing together several high-profile claimants appearing in court today, a real show of unity and togetherness and force, one might say, against Associated Newspapers Limited. Prince Harry expected to take to the stand on Thursday. The case expected to be heard over the course of the coming 9 weeks.
Okay, so let's see what some other people are saying. I'm not gonna play this, it's too long. Sending Prince Harry lots of love today. Good King Harry, Prince Harry. Only Windsor will honor his vow to cherish and protect his wife and children, and they try to destroy him for it. That's how little they care. Let's see, is there more? Yeah, care about family. Okay, I'm not gonna play that. Go back, good progress. Imagine suing someone for being better at gathering dirt on you than you are at hiding it. Prince Harry arrival at London Royal Court of Justice marks the start of a 9-week trial against Associate Newspapers publisher of the Daily Mail, alleging unlawful tactics like phone tapping and bugging spanning 1993 to 2011, with Harry set to testify on January 22. There's more. The case joins 6 other high-profile claimants, including Elton John, Baroness Doreen Lawrence, whose family received Daily Mail support for justice in her son Stephen's murder, yet alleged secret surveillance by the same outlet, building on Harry's prior settlement with Mirror Group News UK. Video footage captured Harry in a dark overcoat briefing acknowledging reporters amid security, highlighting his ongoing crusade against tabloid intrusion that has already prompted UK media apologies and payouts exceeding £1 million in past cases. Who wrote this? That's pretty good, a pretty much good summary. Alright, whatever's on the screen. Long-running data dispute like this often reshape how publishers handle source verification and privacy compliance. I thought he lost his title as Duke of Sussex. No. You know what? I was going to say I'll come back to it, but since I'm LOL, admitting and showing your ignorance so publicly is one hell of a choice. No, not yet. No, just the HRH. Where have you been? Try not to think, dear. It's not your fault. Let's see here. Whatever's on the screen. This man is always in court. How many times has he been in court? That's a good question, but they keep on bothering him. They refuse to let him live his life. Alright, Prince Harry has physically appeared in court once before in June 2023, testifying against Mirror Group newspaper in a phone hacking case. This current trial against Associate Newspaper Daily Mail is his second major court appearance, where he is expected to give evidence. He's been involved in several other lawsuits, but without personal testimony. I know, right? He really thinks he's that important. Well, he is important. If they don't leave him alone, he's been asking to leave them alone. But they keep on digging, going to his private life. I'm sorry, but he just looked clueless. Okay, keep thinking that way. But he's winning his cases. Oh, not the answer you were hoping for, was it? All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, I was going up. I hope he will win and drain their 2026 budget. Is a significant legal case issue around privacy, press conduct, and accountability remain important topics for public scrutiny. Surprised the Mail didn't settle out of court. I mean, it just started. It's just started. There's 2 comments here. There's always time to settle if the Mail sees sense, but I hope it goes all the way so the evidence can be in public domain. Yep, same here. Same here. The other 2 cases that he won is because they know. They know they weren't gonna win. And Harry took it all away. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm on the first one only. My intro was kind of long too. 9 minutes. Alright. Alright, it's talking about it again. BBC News speak to media Katie Razzall, editor who seems a bit of a royalist, as her focus at the end is how awkward it is for Prince Harry to be suing a newspaper that the royal family work with. Why do royalists expect a person not to pursue justice against an abuser the day they fell? Because the abusive family who has worked with that abuser against them is still collaborating with that abuser, and it might get in the way of a reconciliation. I won't be surprised if at the end of the day, because Daily Fair, in my humble opinion, it's much more than what you think. Because I really don't think they are for the royal family. As much as you know, again, this is my opinion, okay? I could be 1,000,000% wrong. I could see at the end of the day, if they go all the way, Daily Fair might throw the royal family under the bus and then get the people upset, and then that's where the royal family lose their position in that country. I would not be surprised if this happened. Alright, a reconciliation with an abusive family that is still dealing with the abuser that helps break up their relationship is unlikely to be genuine or lasting anyway. At this point, Harry needs to prioritize justice over his everlasting toxic family. Alright, 1 minute and 42 seconds. Screenshot, okay?
I'm joined by Katie Razzall, our media and culture editor. What's your take on the significance of this case, Katie?
Well, Rita, to my mind, the allegations being raised by these 7 high-profile names are the most damning to be levelled against a UK newspaper group. So anything other than complete victory for the publishers of the Mail on Sunday will be problematic for them. Associated is mounting a very staunch defence. We got a sense, even just in one day, of the trauma these celebrities feel they suffered at the hands of the newspaper titles. But think how hard it will be, for example, for the Prince to hear Associated claims that rather than being gathered unlawfully, often its stories about him came from his friends. And the paper is even naming people it says betrayed him. Prepare for 9 weeks of quite bruising testimony. But if we zoom out for a bit, the Prince Harry, who successfully took on the publishers of the Mirror and the Sun, was very much in combative mood. He was furious with the papers, but he also apparently didn't mind severing ties with his family, with his warts and all memoir, his tell-all interviews. He's now very much in reconciliation mode. He may want to hold Associated Newspapers to account, but this is an organisation that his family have to deal with every day. The Queen's son even has a regular column in the Mail. So the timing of all this is perhaps a little bit awkward. Only, I would say, after the case ends can he have any hope of reconciliation. As long as there are no major detonations, reconciliation with his father anyway. In terms of his brother, it's a different matter.
Katie, thank you very much. Katie Razzall there.
Why, I think it's the Daily Mail who's gonna name names, saying, look, all the information we were writing, where we get this, where we get that. Yeah, I could see them throwing the royal family under the bus and then get people upset to get rid of the institution. At the end of the day, those business people, those high-profile people who only think of money is like air and water and life support, okay? They want to take control. They want the spot, similar to what's happening in the US with Trump. Okay? They want to be the one to take control. At some point, I think the institutions sometimes get in their way. So if they get rid of the royal family and then put themselves in that spot, or get it out of the way completely and then reshape the law in the UK to benefit them even further, where they cannot be touched. Because right now, the way that I see it, listen, I'm from the outside. Again, I could be 1,000,000% wrong. But from my point of view, they want to be untouchable. This is why they befriended with the institution. You know, smiling, dancing, eating with you and all of that. So when they do their stupid things outside or even in the country or outside the country, they could be rescued by the institution. So now once they get rid of the institution, they already have the in position to create the laws and stuff like that. And then they will reshape the law in the UK, so they could untouchable pretty much. Let me read some of those comments. I guess we should thank Katie Razzall for admitting that the racist royals are in bed with the media and co-sign their abusive practice. Has Harry ever mentioned Lurch? Who is Lurch? Who physically assaulted him? No. If the UK royal can't distinguish between family ties and media abuse and fail to acknowledge their role in it, that's their problem and Great Britain's stand, certain not Harry's. Such BS. Those people are so immoral, they stand for nothing, and they think everyone should fall in line and be as sycophantic as they are. Yeah. Yes, I noticed that the news item was the court case and she has to add her penneth worth about reconciliation. Not her remit, I will say, and stick to the news at hand. It is so bizarre how they expect everyone to appease that family over their own interests or what is morally right. She should be questioning why the royal she holds to such high esteem willingly work with scummy tabloid. Very true about the reconciliation not lasting long. If it ever does happen, it will only be Charles, and how long does he have? Also, no reconciliation can be a true reconciliation without people taking accountability for their action. I don't see Chucky or really doing that. Yep. That's an ad, and this is the last one. And Harry has more backbone than that whole lot. Yeah. Yep. All right. So I'm up to Omid. Omid was tweeting some stuff, and I share some of them with you. Oh, I don't think I share any links on my community board with Omid thing. All right. It was Omid's tweet that I saw first, by the way. Court hears how Daily Mail and Mail on Sunday use phrases such as sources, friends, and the like as a device to hide unlawful information gathering and Prince Harry's stories. The publisher denies any wrongdoing. Harry will give evidence on Thursday. Okay, that was it. I'm not gonna read the article. It's high time these expressions are exposed as false reporting, no face and no names. Yeah, Omid, you are back in the beat. Remember the other day? I don't know if I edited that yet. I was saying how the squad were making fun of Omid. He came back. And I think I even respond to his tweet as well, because he's very rarely on X. Please cover this case for us. Your area of expertise is priceless in breaking down what's happening, especially for international viewers who may not know the legal terms used. Okay, kind of you, but I'm not there to cover. Alright, Omid tags a whole bunch of other people. Byline Times. Okay, these are the ones, especially Byline, are amongst those covering the weak and reliable details. Thank you for the recommendation, Mr. Kobe. Let me retweet that. And for me to have it too, I might go back to them. Alright, thank you for the recommendation, Mr. Scobie. I follow you on Instagram as well, and I hope baby Yoshi is doing well. How's your pup doing, Omid? Daily rehab continues one day at a time. Okay, so there's more. Let's move on. This is another tweet by Omid. Okay. Email from Daily Mail's royal editor Rebecca English to a private investigator revealed request to illegally obtain flight and travel details for a girlfriend of Prince Harry in 2007. Maybe you can plant someone next to her. Wow, the PI suggested. The publisher denies all claim. Let me click on that. That's from BBC. Harry says he was made paranoid by Daily Mail publishers' unlawful action. I'm not gonna read that, but I'll leave the link for you. That's from BBC, okay? I go back to, let me focus on X. Well, if paranoid is the name of the game, it's no wonder with the way they dig for dirt. Let's be honest, love when we all be a bit twitchy under that microscope. Okay. Well, if paranoia is the name of the game, it's no wonder with the way they dig for dirt. Let's be honest. Love, won't we all be a bit twitchy under that microscope? Wait till the Baroness take the witness stand that they did to her beyond awful. Can you... Alright, let's leave that alone. Let me go back to Omid. Disgusting and evil people. Wasn't it revealed it was Chelsea's uncle leaking a lot of information? I don't know anything about that. There's to comment under it. All right, she tagged somebody. Was the uncle sending email from Rebecca English account? Are you incapable of using your brain? Common sense and critical thinking could save you from revealing your idiocy to the world. All right, I don't know anything about that. Let's pause. Imagine evidence being presented in a court of law, the serious implication which directly impact the lives of UK citizens, and so many on here have deliberately ignored this to whine about Harry. They rather support billionaire media barons. Go up. That's a very good point. All right, let's pause this. There's a reason why the queen of the cartel is the queen of the cartel. What? All right, let's leave that alone. All right, so I have 2 tweets about James O'Brien. I think it's the same video that is being retweeted but with different caption. I'm gonna play the video only once and it will be a screenshot, okay? James O'Brien, one of the handful of UK presenters who don't live to lie and bully for the royal family. James tells it like it is and it's refreshing. The UK media acts like they can make Prince Harry and Meghan into whoever fit their narrative. It's beyond dangerous. All right, so let's listen. 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Prince Harry and his wife's entire lives over the course of the last decade or so can be viewed as an exercise in intimidation by the UK media. Think of all the people you know who've got strong opinions about Prince Harry, a military hero, or indeed about his wife, a successful actress. Think of all the people you know in your life who've got strong opinions about them. Oh, no, I don't like them, or I don't trust her. Where do you think those opinions came from? You can malign and demonise innocent people so completely and comprehensively that you've probably got family members who think that they have a bead upon these 2 characters, while Paul Dacre's personal history will be completely new to them. They'll know nothing about the man responsible for newspaper headlines that wouldn't have been out of place in 1930s Germany. And yet Harry and his wife have been turned into, or the massive attempt to turn them into, pariahs, public enemies. That's how it works. It's also, of course, how the mafia works.
Oh, that's very true. One of the notes that I took is I said the British media, okay, like he was saying, the US better be careful because the same tactic they started with Fox News, with Murdoch. Okay, you see what his media thing turned the United States into? Majority of those people who voted for Trump, they listen to Fox News. Okay, this is a very dangerous thing. And it might even get worse if we don't stop it. And as much as crazy as you see, if you live outside of the US, that is going on in the United States. Not only people's eyes are opening, people who will never give a second glance at what's happening to others are not paying attention because the ICE's biggest mistake is what they did to that woman. Something good. What's her name? I spoke about her in one of my videos. That they shot that white woman. Okay? It opened some people's eyes. Further, more people's eyes are being opened. African Americans' eyes have been open for a very long time. Since their existence in the country. Okay? But if we don't be careful, it might even be worse. And this type of things, other countries should be paying attention to it. Okay? If the media can change people's mind like that, and then to turn depending on how you see it, a healthy country to self-destruct like that, this is very dangerous. Other countries should pay attention. All right, let me read some of the comments. Oh, not much. I agree. It's disgusting how they are treated. All right, another video, another tweet of James O'Brien, and I believe it's the same video, but different caption. I'm not gonna play it again, okay? Let me pause it. All right, James is spot on. Those that have strong negative opinion against Prince Harry and Meghan tend to have them because they've been fed daily by tabloid writers and TV presenters, hosts on a mission, and this has been supported by palace jealousy and maliciously leaking false or twisted stories to paint Harry and Meghan in a negative light. who actually believes that love by family and friend and Meghan suddenly became a cool evil woman just after she joined the institution of the royal family. Coincidence? There's the rolling eye. All right. I love him. A global market crash is coming. Okay, that's an ad. Did you listen to the interview before this with the member of Harry's legal team? Very interesting and informative, and they've actually on a no-win, no-fee basis. It's on catch up on LBC. I don't know. Yes, I have my royalist in-laws at my house at the moment for more weeks. It's hard. Gossip is not news. Yeah, no, James here's squatty. He's always on point. Always. Britain's conscious, Mr. O'Brien. There's the clap. Speak on it, James. You are 100% correct. All right. Now, this is SkyNews. This is a thread. It's a long thread. Let's see. All right. Couple videos. So let's see here. Let me pause. All right. The media tried to say Prince Harry has no support for his case against the media. Meanwhile, people shouted good luck to him as he arrived, and all the callers on this propaganda show backed him. Quote, have we learned nothing from the death of his mother? Have we learned nothing from what this paper has done to divide this country? Okay? That's the thing I was just saying about the division. Look what happened in the US. Harry should continue fighting. It's his right. The way they hounded Meghan out of this country is a shame because she could have done a lot of good, which is needed. Okay? So let's listen to this.
What do you reckon? Should he just sort of give up and stay in Montecito and, as some people want, not to complain?
Have we learned nothing from the death of his mother? Have we learned nothing from what this paper has done in general to divide this country? Harry should continue fighting. It's his right. The way they hounded Meghan out of this country is a shame on this country because she should have done a lot of good, especially in a time like this. So here we are again with the Daily Mail, who for years to me have been, from the 30s onwards, have a very dark past. We won't go into that. Go and read up about it. They're proprietors. And now they're sowing division in this country, which we do not need at this time.
Right. Well, it's not the job of people to take people to court for, papers to court for sowing division. They present a worldview, one that you know about or not. The question is, if they've invaded people's privacy and acted unlawfully, should they be held to account, and should somebody like Harry continue to with that fight, which I think you agree with. Last point.
Oh, they stop him. Let me go into it so it could be bigger. All right, pause. Gertrude says Prince Harry is the only one that can do it. All right, 1 minute and 8 seconds.
Come back to the panel. Gertrude, you're in London. Look, he's taken on the Mirror and the Sun. Why shouldn't he hold them out to account if the case is proven?
Yeah, it depends on, sometimes it's so old, so they haven't got the proof. But there's a lot who is supporting him, and it's just really that Elton John is not, why is he not stopping? But Hugh Grant said Harry's the only one who can do it, because as you would know, when it's a civil case, even though you are right, if you are awarded less than what the paper said, you would have to pay the paper's fee. Right. And as Hugh Grant said, I haven't got 10 million, but Harry is very determined, and what even more, it hasn't stopped.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Thanks, Gertrude. It's interesting to hear. I think what you're ostensibly saying, basically saying, is that ultimately there's a principle here, and it's one that he should fight for. Privacy doesn't just affect him and his privilege, but other people too.
Yeah, like I was, in past videos when Meghan was suing the paper, and I was like, the way the media was making it seems like as if Meghan should not pursue it. They literally was telling her she will never win, and drip, drip, drip. Was it for her or for Harry? But whatever. This is their job. They all are connected. They want people to be afraid of them, to never pursue them. You'll never win. But there's Harry saying, I got the money. I'm going to pursue it because you've been hounding him personally and his wife. So he's going to go for it. Oh, my God. All right, let's go into that again so it could be big. That's another one. Angela says Prince Harry should take the papers to court. She said this especially as it could affect anyone, including this person. Who is that? Landmere. Okay. Conservative ideas, housing, landlord. Okay. There's this person who is a right-wing panelist who just beforehand was talking rubbish about Harry and Meghan not being private and wanting to curate a good media image. Yeah, like most people would, and suggesting that somehow undermines him suing the papers for privacy invasion. Angela highlights Harry and Meghan have done good works. Okay. There's a different, I mean, Meghan and Harry have explained about the privacy. I don't know what's wrong with these people. The media in the UK wants to be like in your face. Every move, the moment, even when you're sleeping. I was going to say the moment you wake up, but even when you're sleeping, they want to be there. They want to be there to highlight it. I don't know what's this freaking thing they have on people where they have to broadcast it. I mean, there's movies, there's things to make believe things they could write about, but they want to really disturb, prevent people from living their lives. The moment you get up, even when you're sleeping, they want to be in your face to broadcast it. But Harry's saying, no, this is my life. I want to live it. So get out of my face. If I'm not doing anything public, get out my face. And then I will share the private part the way that I want to share it with you. And we have seen it since they left the UK. If you go on PYTE, you could see a little glimpse here and there about their private life that they wanted to share with us. All right, so let's listen to this. Let me move it up.
With him for. What do you think about Prince Harry taking him to court? Angela in Merseyside.
Yeah, I think he should take them to court. I mean, it could affect anyone there, especially the lady who was speaking about their lifestyle and wanting to be seen.
Yeah.
But the things they're seen for and what they put forward is charity work.
Mm-hmm.
Meghan has been involved in people that have needed some help in their lives. You know, and then the other thing she's involved in is fashion and doing fashion shoots and things. There's nothing very cruel about that way of life.
No, I think anyone's saying it's a cruel. It's a question of the extent to which this is being used for a principal position on the one hand, which people generally agree with, and on the other, the suggestion that Lynn's making that this is part of a way of going into directly to the public and saying to them, look, these mainstream media giants are not your friends, they're your enemies, and we are people who are victims of their cruelty, and really it's about curating their image in a way which gets the people on board, even where the papers aren't with them. Thanks, Angela, for calling. After the break, it's...
Well, he pretty much summarized that. Yeah, the media is not your friend. They just want to drive you nuts. Oh, my goodness, these people are evil. This is the next one. Let me pause. Janice says Prince Harry is well within his right to sue the press, as what the press have done is horrendous. She mentioned she doesn't agree with his case for his security. His case for his security? Very interesting. Why? Even when he said he's willing to pay for it? But the fact that they refuse to let him live his life. These people want to, I'm not talking about the person who's saying, but the media itself. They want to control people's life, how you should live your life. This is what they're trying to do, put people in a box. And then themselves could go around the world and do anything that they want without any restriction. All right. Like Harry have said, he didn't ask to be born in this family. He was born into it. The moment he was born, they flashed him to the world in front of the hospital. So he's saying here, you know, live his private life alone. They tormented him. They do all sort of things to instigate. And the papers know the law. They know how to torment people, including Harry, enough without trying to, cross certain lines. The IPSO was there, from my understanding, to sort of punish or look over the papers, the medias, whichever categories they overlook. okay, to put punishment if necessary. But every time Harry used to go to them, they turn a blind eye. So this is why Harry have been using the court ever since. But they keep on instigating him, prevent him from living his life the way that he wants to live his life. But yet the papers could do whatever they want. I thought people were about freedom. Freedom, you could do whatever you want within the guideline of not disrespecting or interrupting other people's life. That's my own definition, by the way. But the papers refuse to let Harry live his life. Okay, let's finish this. She mentioned she doesn't agree with his case for his security, but I wonder if she realizes that apart from his birth and the royal family, the press behavior and family collaboration with them is largely responsible for his need of security in the first place. Okay, that's a very good point. 43 seconds.
The question is, if they've invaded people's privacy and acted unlawfully, should they be held to account, and should somebody like Harry continue to with that fight, which I think you agree with? Last point to you, Janice, over in Essex.
Hi guys, lovely to talk to you again. I do think he's well within his rights to do this. Us average Joe probably wouldn't have the money to fight this, but he's doing something, and what these people have gone through is horrendous. It's like being spied on. I mean, you'd never want that, would you?
No,
I don't like him suing us for security.
Yeah, that's a different case altogether. Like you say, on this one, there's a principal position. And the question is, if they've invaded people...
Is there more? Let's go back. Janice. Okay, so it's done. Let's pause this. Anything to change the subject. If anyone else, like a regular person or a government, had been illegally spying and obtaining information on people for years, they will want them locked up. Janice is right. This has nothing to do with lifestyle, etc. It's about accountability. Okay, lean man, chat so much shit. Having privacy, which everyone deserves, is just an excuse the tabloid keep using. This is about using illegal method to spy on Harry's life since birth. Like I was saying, the moment he got out of the hospital, the tabloid have been using Harry as their meal ticket, not the other way around. Okay, so that's that. Let me pause this one. Let me try to squeeze these in. When I'm editing, I'll decide if I'll do part 1, part 2. Alright, so that's him leaving the court. Okay, Prince Harry leaving court on the first day of his case alongside Elton John, Sadie Foss, and Liz Hurley against the Daily Mail. Alright, 39 seconds, screenshot in between. Okay, it's playing over. Still got his bodyguard, the Shadow. I always know that Harry is extra safe when he's around. With my favorite bodyguard, glad to see him back protecting Harry again. Has he been on vacation? Because on his last trip to London, it was the other bodyguard. Also, it has been another bodyguard in California, and when they were in New York also. Well, he needs to take some times off. He has family. I don't know what's the reason. All right, next one. All right. This court case against the Daily Mail publisher is not just about Prince Harry. 6 other high-profile people are part of this court action, including Doreen Lawrence, whose son, Stephen, was killed by racists. Deranged trolls want to deny them all justice just to hurt Harry. Alright, Prince Harry accuses Daily Mail publisher of testifying intrusion. Duke of Sussex and 6 other high-profile figures say media company used unlawful information gathering. Prince Harry is part of a group of high-profile figures bringing the action against the newspaper group. They include Doreen Lawrence, the campaigning mother of Stephen Lawrence, who was killed in a racist murder more than 30 years ago. May he rest in peace. And help his mom get justice. Sir Elton John and his husband David Furnish, the actor Elizabeth Hurley, and Sadie Foss, and the former Lib Dem MP Simon Hughes are also part of the action. Harry, Hurley, Foss, and Hughes were all in court for the start of the trial. Okay, a screenshot or from The Guardian. All right, so that's that. Palace Web. Oops. All right, let's pause. Just a reminder, okay, I might start a new video here. Let me pause. Yeah, you know what? Let's stop here. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that's that. Let's see. All right, so YouTube remove it. I cut the part where, nope, it's still there. Let me see. Let's refresh. Okay, so I cut the part where YouTube flagged, because tomorrow YouTube is gonna review my channel. That's PYTE. If that flag was there, you know, where they flagged that video, they would have demonetized this channel. I'm not even making any money, okay? But at least $39 is for whatever. Anyway, let me stop. I'm gonna start a new video, okay? Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.